Hi and welcome to this standing flow. So this class is perfect if you are a beginner or if you don't have much time but still want to get the blood flowing and energize the body. So before we begin, if you have 2 blocks, please grab them. Otherwise, don't worry, you'll be totally fine without any blocks. So we'll begin at the top of the mat in mountain pose. So place your feet hips width apart. Toes are pointing forward. Microbend the knees so you have more stability through the legs. Find a neutral pelvis so we're not arching the back too much and we're not tucking the tailbone either. So it's a neutral pelvis. Find length through the spine. Roll the shoulders up towards your ears and then down along the back as you place the palms alongside your hips, palms facing forward. Maybe take a moment to close the eyes here. We'll take a few breaths together to ground down and arrive. Feel how your feet are rooting down into the earth as you grow tall through the spine, lengthening up through the crown of the head. Inhale deeply through your nose. Open the mouth, exhale all the air out. 2 more times. Inhale deeply through your nose. Open mouth, exhale. Final time. Inhale. And exhale through your mouth. Good. Close the mouth and see if you can maintain that deep, steady breath throughout our practice. Open your eyes. Inhale, reach the arms up towards the sky. Gaze up towards the thumbs. Exhale, fold forward over the legs, dive down. Now you can bend your knees here and allow the upper body to hang heavy over the legs. Relax the head down so that your neck is long. Take a moment here. Feel the feet rooting down as the sit bones move up towards the sky. Now inhale to find a halfway lift so the hands can be on your shins for support and still keep your knees bent. Find length in the spine as you gaze slightly forward. Inhale here. And exhale, fold over the legs. Once again, relax the head. Let's do this 2 more times. Inhale, find that length in the spine, halfway lift. And exhale to fold over the legs. Final one. Inhale, lengthen the spine. And exhale, fold. Good. Now we'll inhale to come all the way up, sweep the arms out to the sides, reach up towards the sky, gaze up. Exhale, hands in front of the heart. Good. Now bend your knees and begin to sink the hips down towards the earth, coming into chair. Move the weight back into your heels, so much so that the toes almost lift off the mat. Make sure your knees are aligned, tracking over the toes. Inhale, reach the arms up towards the sky. 3 breaths here. Strong legs, strong arms. Inhale to find even more length, maybe gaze up. And exhale to sink the hips further down. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hips move down. 1 more time. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, sink the hips down. And as you inhale, now stand all the way up, reach up. Exhale, hands in front of the heart. Good. Starting to build that heat in the body. Inhale, sweep the arms out, reach up. Exhale, fold down over the legs once more. Inhale, find your halfway lift. And exhale to plant the hands down. Step the left foot back. Step the right foot back. And we'll arrive into downward facing dog. So take a moment in your down dog. Make sure your feet are hips width apart. Check that your fingers are spreading. Index finger points forward. And you can have your knees bent here, so the heels don't have to touch the mat. It's okay if the heels are off the mat and your knees are bent. What we're working towards is finding a straight spine. So if you're somewhere here with your knees straight and you're rounding your back, then see if you can bend the knees first and then press into the hands to send the hips back and up in space. Good. 3 breaths here. Inhaling through the nose. Exhale through the nose. Keep pressing the palms into the earth. Inhale. Exhale. Hips move back and up. Inhale, final breath. Exhale through the nose. On your next inhalation, see if you can lift the right leg up towards the sky. It doesn't have to lift very high. That's not what we're going for here. We just want to build a little bit of strength and heat. Inhale. As you exhale, transition the weight forward in the hands as you bend the right knee in towards the chest and then step the right foot forward in between the hands. Now, if this transition feels completely impossible for you right now, don't worry. What we're going to do is we're going to bring the knee into the chest and then step it as far forward as you can. Once you can't step it anymore, then just grab the foot, grab the ankle with your right hand and place it where you need it to go. So in this case, in between the hands. From here, drop the back heel down, making sure that the back toes are turned forward towards the front left edge of your mat. Bend the right knee quite a lot and we'll inhale to come all the way up to standing for a warrior one. So in warrior one, the right toes are pointing forward and the back toes are turned in quite a lot. We're trying to square our hips forward towards the front of the mat. Right knee is bent, aligned more or less over that right ankle. Okay? Stay proud and tall through the chest, reach up through the fingertips. 3 breaths here. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. Inhale. Exhale, final one. Inhale, find length through the fingertips. Exhale, maybe sink a little bit deeper. Good. Inhale. And as you exhale, lower the hands down onto the mat. Lift the back heel up. Press into the ground and step the right foot back. And then send the hips back and up for your downward facing dog. Very good. Well done. 1 round of breath here. Inhale. Exhale. On your next inhalation, lift the left leg up off the mat. 3-legged down dog. Don't worry about how high the leg is, okay? Inhale. As you exhale now, begin to transition forward. We're going to step that left foot forward. So remember, if you need to grab the ankle, so step it as far as you can, then use your hand to grab your left ankle and just place it forward, okay? Good. Once you have this position, lower the back heel down and even look at it. Look at the back foot. Make sure that the back toes are turned in towards the front right edge of your mat, more or less. Bend that left knee. Find the stability and engagement through the legs. And then slowly inhale to lift up into your warrior one. So again, making sure that the front toes are pointing forward. Back toes turned in. Hips are squaring towards the front of the mat, more or less. Left knee is bent. And you're reaching up through your fingers. Really strong through the legs. 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. See if you can sink a little bit deeper in that left leg. Final breath. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Inhale. And then as you exhale, lower the hands down either side of the front foot. Lift the back heel off the mat once again. Press into the hands a lot to dome the back. And then step that left foot back. And then send the hips back and up for downward facing dog. 2 breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Bend the knees a lot and walk the feet forward towards your hands. So when you arrive at the top of the mat, make sure your feet are hips width apart, parallel, and spread your toes. Really ground down through the foundation, through your feet. Allow the torso to hang heavy in a forward fold once again. And this time, maybe interlace the fingers behind your back and reach the knuckles up towards the sky. Or again, remember that the knees can be bent here. You don't have to keep your knees straight, okay? And then reach up through the knuckles. If catching the hands behind the back is completely impossible, what you can do instead is grab opposite elbows. So it's something like this. Or even opposite wrists. Just anything that you can manage. So you can begin to open the front of the shoulders and the chest. 1 more breath. And then release the hands down. Bend the knees a lot and begin to roll your spine vertebra by vertebra, keeping the chin down towards the chest. Until you come all the way up to standing. The head is the final thing to lift. Take your time. Once you come up, roll the shoulders up towards your ears and then down along the back. Great job. From here, we're going to step the left foot back quite a lot. So the distance between the legs is at least one of your legs distance. Okay, so the feet are quite wide, let's say. And we'll come into warrior 2. So bend the right knee, align the right knee over the right ankle, right toes point forward. Back foot is turned in like we did in warrior 1, but a bit less this time. And for warrior 2, our hips are turned to the side of the mat as opposed to forward. Okay? So do your best here. Bend the front knee. Shoulders more or less aligned over your hips. Once you have that, inhale, open the arms wide. Arms parallel to the ground and gaze forward over the right fingers. 3 breaths. Inhale and exhale. Make sure that the right knee is not buckling in, so the right knee moves out towards the pinky toe side edge of the right foot. And 1 more breath. Good. On your next inhalation, straighten the right leg. Keep the arms as they are, and inhale to lean forward and reach forward over that right leg. Inhale for length. And exhale, lower the right hand onto the right shin. If you have a block here, now that could come in handy, and you can place the block on the inside of the right leg and then place your palm on the block. But otherwise, it doesn't matter, just place your hand on your shin. Inhale, open the chest out and reach up through the left hand. Maybe gaze up if that's comfortable on your neck. 3 breaths in triangle pose. Inhale. Exhale. Make sure you're not dumping into that right hand, right? So you want to be active through the core and through the side body. Engage our muscles to keep the energy moving up. Inhale, one final cycle of breath. And exhale. As you inhale, stay strong in the legs and come up using the side body. Rebend that right leg and we'll come into side angle. So starting position is warrior two. Right knee is bent. And I will place the right forearm onto the right thigh. Palm faces up. Again, making sure we're not allowing the shoulder to move towards the ear, right? We're pressing down, we're active. Circle the left arm down and forward until the fingertips reach forward and your forearm is alongside your left ear. Good. 3 breaths here. See if you can open the chest up a little bit more. 2 more breaths. Stay straight with the left arm, finding a long line of energy from the outer edge of the back foot to the left fingertips. 1 more breath, inhale. Exhale. As you inhale, come up with control, straighten the left leg and place the hands onto your hips. Now turn the left toes in and you can even shorten the stance a little bit if your legs are too wide. We'll come into a wide-legged forward fold. So the toes are turned in slightly. Microbend the knees, hands on your hips. Inhale to open the chest, maybe gaze up slightly. And exhale, begin to fold forward over the legs, or in between the legs rather. So again, knees can be bent. Find a position where your spine can no longer be straight. So pause here for a moment. Inhale for length. And then exhale, you can begin to round the spine, allowing the upper body to hang heavy in between the legs. Relax the head down as well completely. Again, if you have blocks, you can use those underneath your hands for more support. So if you have the blocks, hands go on the blocks like this, and you can use that to help you lengthen the spine more. But of course, if you don't have any blocks, that's totally okay. You can also have your hands on your shins. That will make it a little bit more accessible. Just breathe wherever you are. Press down through the outer edges of the feet. Crown of the head moves down towards the earth as your tailbone moves up towards the sky. 1 more breath. Now place the hands onto your hips once again. Bend the knees and begin to come up, pressing down into the feet as you reach up, lifting the head up. Good. We'll do the left side straight away. So turn the left toes to face the back of your mat. Right toes are more or less in the right position at the moment, so they should be facing a little bit inwards. Bend the left knee, we'll come into warrior two. So if you feel like your stance is a little bit short, you can walk the back foot further back a little bit. Bend that left knee a lot. Make sure left toes point forward. And then sink the hips down. Open the hips out to the side. Lift the heart and extend the arms parallel to the ground. 3 breaths. Stay strong in your warrior. Two more breaths. Really active through the legs. Front knee is moving out towards the pinky toe side edge of the foot. Final breath cycle. Inhale. Exhale. As you inhale, straighten that left leg. Keep the arms out as they are right now. And simply lean forward, reaching forward through the left fingertips. Inhale for length. And exhale, place the left hand onto the left shin. Open the chest out to the side and reach up with the right fingertips. Triangle pose. Stay strong through the legs. Make sure you're using your side body here. Okay, we're not dumping in the left hand. We're reaching up actively through the right fingertips. 2 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Very good. Now use the body, press into the legs, come up. Good. Bend that front knee once again, coming into side angle. So bend the left arm, place the forearm onto the thigh, palm faces up. Bend that knee quite a lot, so we want to be working hard here. Then sweep the right arm down and forward, reaching forward through the right fingertips. Open the chest to the side. Breathe. So press down actively through the right hand, right arm rather. Good. 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Extend the top arm if it's not already. Final breath. Inhale. Exhale. As you inhale, come up. Straighten that left leg. Hands onto your waist. Turn the left toes in. You can shorten your stance once again if you need to. We'll do our forward fold for a second and final time. Inhale, open the chest, lift the heart. Exhale, fold forward in between your legs. This time you can fold forward directly, so no need to pause. And then when you have your upper body completely relaxed and hanging down heavy, you can interlace the fingers once again behind the low back and reach up through the knuckles. If this feels inaccessible, you can take the same variation as last time, catching opposite elbows or wrists. Or if you don't want to take this variation at all, you can simply relax the hands down and find the ground with the palms or with the fingertips. But what we want to be working on here is we want to be lengthening the spine, so your crown of the head moves down, tailbone reaches up. 2 more breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Now place the hands onto your waist, bend the knees slightly, and really engage through the legs to press down through the feet and come all the way up to standing. Good. Take your time with that. Now we'll turn the right toes forward, bend the right knee, and we'll step the left foot forward to meet the right foot, okay? Good. Arriving at the front of the mat in mountain pose, just like we started. We have one final sequence to complete, and then we're done with the practice. So we're going to step the left foot back, but this time not so far. In fact, I'll move a little bit further back on my mat so you can see me better. So we want to be squaring the hips forward this time. We're going to come into pyramid pose. So right toes point forward, left toes point towards the outer left edge of your mat, more or less. So hips are facing forward. Inhale to find length first. Inhale. And then exhale, begin to fold forward over that right leg. So the right leg can be bent, first and foremost. That's totally normal, totally okay. Find length in your spine. So the tailbone is moving back, crown of the head moves forward. And take a moment when your spine comes to parallel to the ground. Breathe here. Find the engagement in the right leg as well as the left leg. Right hip is moving back in space, left hip moves forward. One more breath here, inhale. And now as you exhale, you can allow the upper body to round and fold deeper if you want. If you're tight, you can have your hands onto your front shin for more support, or fingertips on the ground. And of course, if you have your blocks, you can use them here, so your hands can lower down onto the blocks, okay? Wherever you are, find your breath. Deep inhalations through the nose, deep exhalations through the nose. 2 more breaths. Really finding length in the back of that right leg. One more breath. Good. Now, rebend the right knee a little bit more. Place the hands onto your hips and press down through the feet to come up to standing. Good. Final pose on this side. Have your hands in front of the heart, or in fact, you can keep your hands onto your hips for more support. So bend the front knee, come onto the ball of the left foot. We're going to come into Warrior 3, which is quite a challenging balancing pose. So this will be the final and peak posture of this class. So we're going to transition the weight into the right leg, right foot, and slowly begin to lift the left leg off the mat. So you're leaning your chest forward as you lift the left leg up. Now, it's not important how high the left leg comes, okay? We want to make sure we're active through the legs, active through the whole body. Now, if you can lift the left leg to parallel to the ground, then great. If not, no worries. Making sure that the left toes point down towards the mat. If you lose your balance, don't worry, just come right back into it. One more breath here, inhale. Exhale. Now press into the right leg and come back up to standing, placing the left foot next to the right, coming back into your mountain pose. Good, if you need to shake it out a little bit, feel free to do so, maybe shaking out one leg and then the other. And then when you're ready, let's do the second side. Final flow. So step the right foot back, coming into your pyramid pose. So hips are facing forward, left toes face forward, right toes facing toward the front right edge of your mat. Okay, micro bend the front knee. Inhale, lift the heart up. Exhale, begin to fold forward over that left leg. When you come to parallel to the ground, pause. Take a moment to send the tailbone back and the crown of the head forward. Micro bending that left knee, really engaging through the legs. Left hip moves back, right hip moves forward. One more breath here, inhale. And exhale, now you can begin to fold forward over that left leg. And again, options for the hands, so you can have your hands onto your left shin to help you balance and find stability here. Hands can be on the ground, either side of that left leg, left foot, either on the fingertips or on the palms, depending on how open you are. Wherever you are, find the breath. Stay active through the legs. One more cycle of breath. Good. Now find that slight bend in the left knee again. Press into the feet to place the hands onto your hips. And inhale, coming all the way up. Good. Final pose. So bend that left knee. Come onto the ball of the right foot. And prepare yourself to slowly transition the weight onto that left leg, okay? So start to lift the right foot off the mat, leaning the chest forward as you lift the right leg higher. Breathe, gaze into one spot. This helps with the balance. Strong through that left standing leg, strong through the right leg reaching up. 2 more breaths wherever you are. And remember, if you lose the balance, don't worry, just come right back into it. 1 more breath. Good, now press into the left leg, coming up, and then place the right foot next to the left, finding your mountain pose. Good. Take a deep inhalation through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Good. Release the hands down either side of your hips. Broaden through the collarbones. Inhale. Lift the shoulders up towards your ears And exhale, shoulders down the back, away from the ears. You can close your eyes here. We'll take 3 deep breaths together to seal the practice. As you inhale, sweep the arms out to the side and reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, hands move down in front of the heart. 2 more times. See if you can synchronize the movement with your breath. So sweeping the arms out wide as you inhale, bringing the palms to touch overhead. Exhale, hands move down in front of the heart. Final breath. Inhale, sweep the arms wide, synchronizing the movement with the breath. And then exhale slowly as you lower the hands in front of the heart. Bow the chin down towards the chest. Namaste. Thank you so much for your practice, and I hope you feel reawakened. And I wish you a pleasant rest of your day.